Good day everyone. I am Geraldine Salinas with my groupmate Miss Mel Rizal, a BE student from Block 19 and Dalaga Community College. Today, we will discuss all about Rizal education in Manila. Before Jose reached his 11th birthday, he was sent to Manila 4 months after martyrdom of Gumbo Rizal and Doña Tudora is still in prison. He studied in the Ateneo Municipal, a college under the supervision of the Spring Visit. On June 10, 1872, Jose, accompanied by Pasiano, went to Manila to take the entrance examination on Christian doctrine, arithmetic, and reading at the College of San Juan de Letran and passed them. His father was the first one who wished him to study at Letran, but he changed his mind and decided to send Jose at Ateneo instead. Father Miguel Ferrando, college register at Ateneo Municipal, refused to admit Jose because he was late for registration and he was sickly and undersized for his age 11 years old. Upon the intercession of Manuel Ceres Burgos, nephew of Father Burgos, he was admitted at Ateneo. Jose adopted the surname Rizal at the Ateneo because their family name Mercado had come under suspicion of the Spanish authorities. Ateneo was located in Intramuros within the walls of Manila. He boarded in a house of Caraballo Street, 25 minutes walk from the college. The boarding house was owned by Titay, who owned Rizal family 300 pesos. Jose boarded there to collect part of the debt. GSET system of education. GSET trained the character of the student by rigid discipline, humanities, and religion instruction. They heard mass early in the morning before the beginning of the daily class. Classes were opened and closed with prayers. The students were divided into 2 groups. The number 1 are the Roman Empire. It consists of the internos, borders with red banners, and number 2 is the Carthaginian Empire, composed of the extremos, non-borders with blue banners. Each of these empires had its rank. The student fought for position with 3 mistakes. Opponent position could lose his position. So the Ateneo student uniform is consist of hemp fabric trouser and striped cotton coat. The coat was called rayadelio and was adapted as the uniform for Filipino troops during the days of the First Philippine Republic. Rizal first year in Ateneo, 1872 to 1873. Rizal first professor in Ateneo was Father Jose Beck. Rizal was placed at the bottom of the class since he was a newcomer and knows little Spanish. He was an externo or Carthaginians occupying the end of the line, but at the end of the month he became emperor of his empire. He was the brightest pupil in the whole class and he was awarded a prize, a religious prize. Rizal took private lesson in Santa Isabel College during noon recess to improve his Spanish language, paying 3 pesos for those extra lessons. He placed second at the end of the year, although at his grades were still marked excellent. Second year in Ateneo, 1873 to 1874. Rizal lost the class leadership. But he repented and even studied harder. Once more became emperor. He received excellent grades in all subjects and a gold medal. Third year in Ateneo, 1875 to 1876. June 16, 1875, he became an interno in Ateneo. Father Francisco de Paula Sanchez, one of his professors, inspired him to study harder and write poetry. Rizal, best professor in Ateneo. Rizal described him as model of uprightness, earnestness, and love for the advancement of his pupils. He returned to Colomba with 5 medals and excellent rating. Last year in Ateneo, 1876 to 1877. Rizal is the most brilliant Athenian of his time and was truly the pride of the GSET. Graduation with highest honor. On March 23, 1877, Rizal, as a 16 years old, received from his alma mater, the Ateneo Municipal, the degree of Bachelor of Arts with highest honors. The night before graduation, he could not sleep. Early morning on the day of his graduation, he prayed to the Virgin to commend his life and protect him as he stepped into the world.
University of Santo Tomas. Rizal was unhappy at this Dominican institution of higher learning because the Dominican professors were hostile to him. The Filipino students were resolutely discriminated against by the Spaniards. The method of instruction was obsolete and repressive. After finishing the 4th year of his medical course, Rizal decided to study in Spain. He could no longer endure the rampant migratory discrimination and the hospitality in the University of Santo Tomas. Education in Manila. University of Santo Tomas studied philosophy and letters during his first year. Shifted to medicine, especially in ophthalmology. He found out that his mother was going blind. Rizal was unhappy at these Dominican institutions of higher learning because the Dominican professor has hostile to him. The Filipino students were racially discriminated against by the Spaniards. The method of instruction was obsolete and repressive. After finishing the 4th year of his medical course, Rizal decided to study in Spain. He could no longer endure the rampant bigotry, discriminations, and thus hostility in the University of Santo Tomas. In academic studies, Rizal beat all Binyan boys. He supposed them all in Spanish, Latin, and other subjects. They were all jealous of his intellectual superiority that they weekend secluded to the teachers whenever Rizal had a flight outside the school and even told lies to decrease him before the teacher's eyes. Constantly the teachers had to punish Rizal. He received many whippings and strokes from the fairly rare the day he was not stretched on the bench for wiping or finishing with 5 or 6 blows on the language. Thank you.